people? What up, party people? It's your boy Neek here, me and the movies, here at the AMC Victoria Gardens 12, once again, here to catch us a flick. Sure enough. Oh yeah, about to get in deep, y'all. About to get in with another Spike Lee joint, BlacKkKlansman, starring my man John David Washington, that is. That's the son of Denzel Washington, working with Spike Lee on his first film. This is BlacKkKlansman, the story of, was it Ron Stallworth? Story of Ron Stallworth, a black cop who infiltrated the KKK. And we're gonna see the story of that. There's several stories similar to that in real life. It's a real life true story, but we checking out this one, BlacKkKlansman. We kind of late. Without further ado, let's get in there, y'all. We want to check out the flick right now. Spike Lee about to do it once again, y'all. They say it's his best film. I don't know. Mo, but the blues is hard to beat, yo. Oh yeah, y'all. Yeah, see it back there, theater number 1, BlacKkKlansman. About to get into it with another Spike Lee joint. My man John David Washington and Laurel Harrier from Spider-Man Homecoming. And we about to do it for the people. Power to the people, show enough, and all that good stuff, y'all. Another Spike Lee joint produced by Jordan Peele, paying off that Get Out clout, you know what I'm saying? Without further ado, let's get in there, y'all. It's time for another Spike Lee joint. Yeah. Treats on deck. Movie on select. But check it on out, and here we go. BlacKkKlansman. Because of the way it ended, I gotta give BlacKkKlansman one of these. Yeah. And now, look how ironic this is. AMC has always had a poster of these two right here. And we just saw a film starring this guy's son with this director right here. That's legacy, baby. Yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We just came out of BlacKkKlansman, and I kind of had a weird experience, y'all. Kind of a disappointing experience on two fronts. I thought the movie was cool. Man, I don't know. The story itself was of course you watching it, but I didn't know I don't know if it was a matter of performances or what, but I wasn't 100% on board with the movie. I don't know if it's the pacing. I don't know if it was the story itself. It just wasn't completely compelling like I thought it would be. But I still definitely appreciate the true story that was going on. I might have to like rest on this and chop it up some more. I tell you what won this movie over for me though. The last 5 minutes. The last 5 minutes won me over because it showed some real footage of current modern times. That was just a parallel of the events that goes on in this movie. And I tell you what. What disappointed me about the movie is that it was too on the nose with the analogous parallels that it tried to present for today. It was just a little too on the nose, like America First, of course, and they even got the kind of MAGA slogan in there, which was funny and everything like that. But it was just like, man, this is like on the nose. It's seriously on the nose. I'm like, I could have used a little more subtlety, Spike. You know what I mean? But regardless, it was still a bold film, and I appreciate it for what it was. I take it back. The little issue I had with the script being a little too on the nose is because it's actually because it was true to form. It was true to life. In this interview right over my shoulder here, Topher Grace is talking to Brooke Baldwin of CNN, explaining that in these interviews of David Duke that he conducted on the Phil Donahue show, he was actually using terms like America First and Make America Great Again. Little did I know that, yeah, somebody who's been using that in current times didn't originate from him. So that makes the script even more true to life. So my apologies. Man, this movie, yo. BlacKkKlansman. It's amazing that it's a true story, because you really want to peep it out. You know, what parts were truly real, and what parts did they take liberties of, especially certain characters in the film. Like there's one married couple in the film. It's like, really, was it like that? So it makes you want to figure out the real case. You know, it makes you like, because according to superior officers, this case wasn't supposed to even exist after it was resolved. You know what I mean? So yeah, BlacKkKlansman. And I say it was a disappointing experience on the other front, because the theater here, AMC Victoria Gardens 12, unfortunately they had it showing in a 3D theater, which means that the screen was not as lit and bright as it should have been, which means I was struggling to see shit through the whole movie. I swear to God, I'm sitting through the whole movie thinking, is something wrong with my eyes? Do I need to go to the optometrist? Is it the lightness in my eyes? Is it dimming? I don't know, but... So I complained to the manager, and he expressed what the situation was. That the movie itself, yeah, Spike, I could have used a little better cinematography as far as capturing a little bit of light. It was too much like natural light in this film, and not enough, I guess, lights. You know what I mean? It's to the point where it was dull, and then the theater they showed it in made it dull and darker than it needed to be. But AMC. They pretty much took care of me, and they gave me one of these bad boys, you know what I mean, to suffice more for my experience. So yeah, that was BlacKkKlansman. I tell you, the last 5 minutes, yeah, the last 5 minutes, y'all. I only got 3 minutes, but to left. But the last 5 minutes, it killed you because of the parallel of what's actually going on right now. With Charlottesville, basically. I mean, it's just like, wow, we still going through it, huh? We still going through this nonsense. And so for that last 5 minutes, I gotta, Spike, that last 5 minutes, you get a big old thumbs up, because you're an expert at documentary. So, but man, it's a shame that the same figures that's being portrayed in the movie is speaking up in modern times, trying to rile the people up, and it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But BlacKkKlansman used that film to a degree, you know. It's a little clunky, little kind of, I don't know what to say. Yeah, just a little too on the nose throughout the film, but that's because we still going through it, you know, with these stupid neo-fascists going on nowadays. And we talking, yeah. Yeah, that's all I can say, y'all. Catch y'all next time. Next flick, it's your boy Neek, me in the movies, and we out. I don't want to say this, y'all. I don't want to say this. But Nick Turturro played, Nick Turturro played John Turturro, his real life older brother. They played brothers in Mo Better Blues. And so it was cool to see Nick Turturro appear in another Spike Lee film. But in a movie about Klansmen and purity of the white race, Nick Turturro dealing with the Klan looked way too fucking dark. Sorry, dude, the aesthetic of it was ridiculous. Nick Turturro, you're too dark to be hanging around these motherfucking Klansmen, dude. Sorry. Spike, that was a mistake. I know you wanted to work with Nicky Turturro again, but you can't have your main character, Ron Stallworth, being played by John David Washington, saying, I hate, Jews and Dagos and stuff like that, but you got Nick Turturro in it. Nick Turturro's Italian, yo. Sorry. He's too dark. That Mediterranean, crossing that Mediterranean from the coast of Northern Africa over to Italy was apparent. Oh man, do I need to sleep. But yeah. This was a better effort from Spike Lee from his last few films. But Spike, case in point, when Ron Stallworth's cover was blown, that should have been more of a moment of dread, but it wasn't. It was just kind of like a nonchalant moment. And they kind of skated out of it. That moment should have been a dreadful moment, like, oh, you should have been feeling like true danger. And a lot of stuff was played for comic relief, and that's cool, because it's a heavy topic, a heavy subject matter, but I guess I was wanting more something not so comedic and humorous, but a little more, even more serious than the situation itself. So yeah, people, it's your boy Neek here, me and the movies, and we back redeeming ourselves once again here to catch us a flick without any kind of technical difficulties here at the Ontario AMC 30. Yeah. The new Spike Lee joint produced by Jordan Peele, spending some of that Get Out clout like I was mentioned once before. Starring my man John David Washington, which is Denzel Washington's son, and Laurel Harrier from Spider-Man Homecoming. We got a host of others, We got my man, what's his name, from Star Wars, Adam Driver, and everything like that. This is the story of Ron Stallworth, who was a Colorado Springs police officer who decided to go ahead and initiate an investigation into the Ku Klux Klan that was in the area. Yeah, you see we got traffic going on here. So yeah, Ron Stallworth investigating the Ku Klux Klan in Colorado Springs, Colorado Springs, Colorado. Yeah, and so he initiated a phone call, got in touch with David Duke, got himself involved with the Klan, except he's a black man, so he got another police officer involved to help him out with this investigation to be the facade of him, So let's go check it out. We're redeeming ourselves from yesterday. AMC Victoria Gardens had it in a real dark theater, so now we're gonna see it in the full light like it's supposed to be. So let's go check out BlacKkKlansman, y'all. Sure enough. All right, here we go, y'all. BlacKkKlansman. We're redeeming ourselves. We're getting back in there, checking it out. Spike Lee joint. John David Washington, Laurel Harrier. Yeah, let's get in there. And here we go. after seeing it a second time, I gotta give BlacKkKlansman. It's cleaning right now, but definitely after seeing it a second time, I gotta give BlacKkKlansman a thumbs up. And it's that it's the last 5 minutes that wins it over. Man, dude, I've never seen a movie where the last 5 minutes of it just grabs you and just shakes you to the core. The movie itself was cool, but the last 5 minutes, whew. Yeah, so you know, there's going to be many documentaries about this current era that we're living in, this current administration, and it's going to shake you as well. So further thoughts, further thoughts. Oh yeah, so we just got a BlacKkKlansman, Spike Lee's greatest film. You know, hey, Spike Lee been doing this for years, yo. I don't think it's his greatest film, though. I still think that's Mo Better Blues and Do the Right Thing, but still appreciate the praise they're giving Spike on this one. BlacKkKlansman, after seeing it a second time, I gotta give it a thumbs up, but with an explanation, with the caveat. It's not the film itself, the story of the film itself that I would give it a thumbs up. It's really because the last 5 minutes. The last 5 minutes is what grabs you. And watch this. She didn't give a fuck. It's the last 5 minutes that really grabs you and really shakes you to the core, to makes you realize that the things that current generations a couple decades ago dealt with, we're still dealing with right now, and a resurgence of it. And that's a shame. That's definitely a shame. The story itself of Ron Stallworth, it was a very comedic and serious story, and they took some liberties because I know what really happened and what really didn't happen. There wasn't an actual plot to blow up the Black Student Union march or gathering or whatever. It wasn't anything extraordinary like that, but they did foil some things that they were going to go do. As far as the Colorado State Police, but yeah, this movie was the joint. It was that joint from Spike. It was good. The audience reacted nicely to it, as you might hear. I might include this, but yeah, they gave it a clapping ovation at the end. But what I'm really proud of with this movie, man, is that me being an actor, I found out that the writer of BlacKkKlansman is actually a gentleman that I worked with before. My man Charlie Wachtel. I worked with them on this project called The Tinsel Zone, Gentrified, Petrified. I played a character named Jamal. Basically, a retired TV producer, had to downsize and move to the ghetto because the economy is looking a little different and he's not getting the funds he used to get. His show that was a syndication just got pulled, and it's okay, man. Yeah, so I know the writers of this film. I met them and I worked with them before, and I'm so proud that, man, on his first movie, he got to work with the great Spike Lee. So that's super dope. Big old giant props to my man Charlie Wachtel. Big shout out to Charlie, man. I'm so proud of you. I'm glad you was able to work with Spike. I mean, your short that you did I did with you, definitely showed your wokeness and your consciousness of what's going on nowadays and what was going on in previous decades and ago. I'm just so proud of you, man. BlacKkKlansman, Spike Lee, my man Charlie Wachtel, the writer. Good job, man. Good job. Appreciate it. You choosing me to work with you years before, and good job on this project right here, BlacKkKlansman. I'm super duper proud of you and Spike. So yeah, it's just that film, yo. BlacKkKlansman, y'all should go out and check it out and see it because it's an important film, especially the last 5 minutes. Honestly, the last 5 minutes got me teared up, even though I already saw it. I saw it yesterday, but the fact that we're still dealing with it, is just a shame. So, yo, go check out BlacKkKlansman, y'all.